Chief White House correspondent James Rosen is live on the North Lawn with the latest. James.
Katrina and Bob, good afternoon to you. In his first on-camera remarks after the release this morning of this new federal data showing that the U.S. economy has now contracted, has posted negative growth for 2 consecutive quarters, the president once again cited the strong areas of the United States economic performance, mainly the job markets and also foreign investment, to say, as he put it, and I quote him now, "That doesn't sound like a recession to me," unquote.
Both Chairman Powell and many of the significant banking personnel and economists say we're not in a recession. But let me just give you what the facts are in terms of the state of the economy. Number one, we have a record job market of record unemployment of 3.6% today. We've created 9 million new jobs.
As if to downplay the significance of today's dismal GDP numbers, the president spent the bulk of his remarks applauding this new compromise that's been announced between Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and centrist Democratic Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia on a scaled-down version of the administration's climate and social spending proposals. The measure is aimed at cutting prescription drug costs and shoring up subsidies for Obamacare enrollees, while slashing greenhouse gas emissions and the federal deficit, chiefly by imposing a 15% minimum corporate tax on Fortune 500 companies. Well, the president acknowledged that this compromise was, as he put it, far from perfect, even as he urged lawmakers to enact it by week's end.
I know the compromise on the inflation bill doesn't include everything that I've been pushing for since I got to office. For example, I'm going to keep fighting in the future to bring down the cost of things for working families and middle-class families that matter by providing for affordable and accessible things like affordable child care, affordable elder care, preschool, the cost of preschool, housing, keeping students with the helping students with the cost of college, closing the health care coverage gap.
That amounted, in effect, to a laundry list of all the domestic spending items that the Biden administration had been proposing for over a year and remain at this point unfulfilled and likely will remain unfulfilled as we approach the November midterm elections. We will hear again from the president just a few minutes from now when he confers with members of his economic team and leading CEOs in an event at the South Court Auditorium of the Eisenhower Executive Office Building, expecting that meeting to take place around 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Bob and Katrina.
All right, James, thank you, sir.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. I want to tell you about the Patriot Gold Group, but first, let me tell you that the S&P has already lost $8.2 trillion in 2022. Did you know that? Peak inflation is not even hit despite the Fed rate hikes on groceries, on gas. You know it as well as I do. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs are warning of another 20% drop. Inflation is winning in a knockout right now. The Fed is going to raise rates again at the end of July. Meanwhile, Goldman, Wells Fargo, and Bloomberg are all forecasting gold to surpass all-time highs. If you want to invest in gold, call 888-936-2373 now. Call the Patriot Gold Group today and ask about their no-fee-for-life IRA. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? Here's the number, 888-936-2373, 888-936-2373 for the Patriot Gold Group.